happens is that there's an attitude on the part of people of power that they can do whatever the hell they want when they go work in East Austin, and that just doesn't fly.
That's right.
The council wanted to clean up the downtown so that they could redevelop it. And by cleaning up, it meant moving the Mexican Americans and the African Americans into East Austin. This was done before I-35 was built, but they already knew at that time, they knew that at some point a highway had to be built through here, and I-35 was going to be it. And ultimately, you know, what was planned became a reality. I-35 became the concrete wall that divided East and West. You know, for somebody who has been watching politics in Austin for as long as I have, you know, it's fascinating for me to see the city manager come, the new city manager come into town and said, we cannot have two Austins. Well, that's what we had. And it was a creation of the city council, of the citizens of this community in 1928. So all the things that Susana and Paul talk about basically is to undo the damage that was done by the 28 ordinance and all the aftermath of that. Because that was not the only thing that happened. The 28 ordinance set the stage for a lot of things, but then the political system was manipulated in such a way that it made it very difficult for minorities to get elected. As a matter of fact, we didn't have a single person of color elected to anything in Austin until 1968, when school board member Wilhelmina Delco won a seat to the school board. In the 30s or the 40s, I think it was in the 40s, there was a very prominent African-American gentleman by the name of Arthur B. DeWitty. African-Americans remember that name, Hispanics remember that name. Mr. DeWitty was a very prominent newspaperman, very articulate, very powerful. Back in those days, this is the way they elected council members. There were 5 positions on the council. 5 positions on the council. Everybody ran for those positions, and the top 5 vote getters were elected. Okay? Well, one year, Mr. DeWitty ran, and he came in 7th. Scared the daylights out of everybody. to a point where they called a charter election to change the method of electing council members by places. What we have today is an election by places. It was modified in '71, I'll talk about it in just a minute, but the place system was designed to keep minorities out. Because if you had to run to win that place, there was not enough African Americans and Hispanics to get you elected, okay? Which meant you had to go someplace else to get support. And when you went to that other place, you didn't get support. To close, I want to close with the discussion with regard to, and you need to give me an extra minute for this one because it's enormously important. And that is the 1970 Charter Amendment that changed the composition of the council. It did 2 things. Number 1, it elected the mayor directly by the people. That was the 1971 was the first time that Austin elected its mayor directly by the people. Before that, presumably the council elected its own mayor, but it didn't work that way. What they had done is since they had 5 members of the council, and they didn't want to elect their own mayor, whoever ran in, I'm not going to lift his finger, in place 3 was the mayor. And so in '71 it changed, and it also changed 2 other things. It added 2 council members, places 5 and 6. And here was one of the key things about that particular election. A gentleman's agreement was reached. You ladies must love this term. A gentleman's agreement was reached. And to this day, I have not found anybody who agrees that there were such thing as gentlemen meeting on this particular issue. But what was produced was place 5 for Hispanics and place 6 for African Americans.